Xavier University Phone-a-thon has been in existence for many years now. Its purpose is to provide the funding for scholarships, clubs, and different organizations on campus. Now, it may surprise you to know that the same people who make these phone calls to provide the funding for your scholarships happen to be the same people who sit next to you in class every day. I went to the Phone-a-thon to explore more about this student position on campus.
Being a student caller, I think, is actually a lot more difficult than people think. If you talk to people on campus and you say, I work at Phone-a-thon, a lot of the responses you'll get is like, oh, that's easy. But until you actually work here and understand, cold calling people, going through that whole, what we do here, it's really not that easy. And I would say it's unique because, we're actually like the face of Xavier, if you will. Like, we're calling people and saying, hi, this is somebody representing Xavier University, and talking to them. So it's not just a job behind the curtains where, you do the minimal to get by and get your paycheck. You actually have to put your best foot forward here and put Xavier in a good light, and while you're establishing those relationships with alumni.
Not only is the Phone-a-thon employed by students, it is also completely student managed. The Phone-a-thon was previously run by Becky Leach until the fall of 2007 when she left for another career at OSU. That is when the university decided to allow the Phone-a-thon to be a student-run organization.
I chose to be a student caller because, first of all, I understand the importance of fundraising at universities. You can't just run a university on tuition. Somebody has to be doing this job, and I thought my personality made me a good fit for it, and I thought that I would be a good fit for this position because I'm outgoing. I find it easy to talk to people. I can carry a conversation, that sort of thing, and I also believe in the mission here at Xavier, so I think that makes me a good candidate to be trying to raise money for the school.
I just felt like it was something that I could do and that I would be good at because I was a very good caller. It's something that I enjoyed and that I wanted to be more involved with.
I wanted to be a manager because it gave me a chance to kind of use some of my supervisor skills that I already earned, as well as the calling experience that I had to really make Phone-a-thon even better than it already is.
A student manager and supervisor position at the Phone-a-thon is a higher demanding job that requires more time, dedication, and responsibility than an average campus job. These students must work diligently to balance their school life along with their work life.
Balance work and school through a very, very organized planner and very good use of Outlook.
Time management. I write stuff down all the time.
It's just a matter of making sure I get homework done before I come in and do work.
I try to plan out my day and include Phone-a-thon in it a little bit each day to check email and do things like that.
The work environment at the Phone-a-thon is professional and successful with a fun twist. Because students are able to supervise and work with one another, the atmosphere is a more relaxed one. But making sure the job gets done at the end of the day can supposedly become tedious when you have to monitor and critique your peers.
Well, to supervise my peers is a very interesting aspect because you have to separate you being their friend and then you being their supervisor. So sometimes it is kind of complicated.
It can be awkward and it can definitely be difficult. It's something you get used to. They can handle all this work too. They want to help me as much as I want to help them, so I need to kind of get over the awkwardness of asking for help and giving other people work because that's what you do when you're in charge. You give other people work.
Having a peer be my supervisor is probably good and bad because I know I personally have a tendency to maybe not be as professional as I should be at times, but I also think there's a lot of good that goes with having a peer be your supervisor, in that there's a certain level of understanding between employees and supervisors because we're kind of in the same situation.
Although a job in the Phone-a-thon is in a more relaxed environment, it is still a very demanding position for the student worker. I wanted to know what it was that drove student employees to want to work at the Phone-a-thon.
Make instant friends. I have 14 instant friends around me. Also, you understand the point of giving back to Xavier.
It's nice to know that while I was here, I did something besides pay tuition.
Nice chance for me to meet tons of different people. So I think it's been really rewarding in the sense that it's taught me to work really hard and keep focused.
This is Emliy Dumont reporting for Xavier News.